Gentlemen, you might need to hear this. I was just hanging out with this girl. She's like an 8 out of 10 in the looks department. Super hot, very fit, you know. We were over at my place, and she says, "Oh yeah, I'm having trouble in the dating world." I'm like, "Okay, how the fuck is that possible? You're smoking hot." She says, "Yeah, the apps just aren't doing it for me." I'm like, "What are you talking about? The apps are, you know, the juice for girls." So I get her to show me her app, right? And this is how she uses her app. You need to know this. So she opens up the app and she starts swiping right? Wrong. Already wrong. Dude, she never even made it to that part of the app. It was wild. She opens up her app. She's got like 50 messages from guys that just pop right up. Okay? And she didn't realize that the guys are paying money to send those messages to the girl. So like me, personally, I guess I'm a penny pinching son of a bitch, but I would never fucking pay one of these corporations $1.20 so that I can chirp at some girl. Like, that's never gonna work. But I told you, this girl's like an 8 out of 10. So she opens up her app. She's got like I shit you not, 50 messages. 50. And so I'm asking her, so like, wow, how do you use the app? So I'm like, holy cow, that's a lot of messages. And she's like, it is? And I was like, oh yeah, dude, I didn't know people used those. And she's like, why not? And I said, because they cost money. And she was like, so I ask her, you know, like, oh my God, you've got 50 guys banging down your door to try to, you know, get in your pants or, you know, date you or whatever, who knows? And, so I'm like, okay, so go through those, like, you know, show me what you're looking for in a guy. And so she goes through these messages, and there was a couple horny messages, you know, a couple like instant, you know, deny messages, but a lot of them were just like normal people just trying to have a conversation, I guess. Yeah, or like compliments or something like that. And so but she's just like scrolling through them and like not even looking, like she's not even putting an ounce of effort in. It was the weirdest thing ever. So I said, what are you looking for? It seems like you're looking for something. So she's like, okay, all right, here's what I'm looking for. And then she pulls up her profile, and it was just your bog standard female profile. Everything is exactly the same. Oh my God, I love going to brunch. Here's a picture of me and my dog outside. You know, here's a nice like bathroom mirror picture of me. Here's one in front of like the neon sign that says, you know, like sexy or something like that. It's just like the exact same fucking photos as every other profile out there. But she kind of had a nice ass, so like I think that's where she's getting all of her attention from. Anyway, point is, so she goes through her profile and she shows me all the things that she says, and she says like 90% of the stuff is just like bog standard stuff. And then there's like this one little sliver at the bottom, right? One little sliver at the bottom of like a reference to a TV show or some shit. Okay? And she told me, I'm looking for some guy to reference that TV show. She was waiting for somebody to send her a message specifically referencing that TV show, like making a joke about her reference to the TV show. She's having trouble on the dating scene. No, she's not. She's having trouble in her own head. She has no fucking clue what the hell's going on. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being that picky? That, like, she's not actually looking for someone. She's too afraid. Now, I know her. She's like my friend or whatever, right? Okay? So I know a little more about her than I've told you. She's fucking terrified of interacting with people. She's terrified of connecting with people. All girls nowadays are exactly the same way. They're all fucking terrified of forming a connection, and yet Catch-22, paradoxically, that's all they want to do. That's all they're interested in. Think about how crazy this girl is. She has, like, I shit you not, like 500 potential matches waiting there if she were to actually ever swipe, right? She's got like 50 messages. Guys send her a message. Holy shit. Holy shit. Can you imagine if it was you getting all that attention? Can you imagine how many of those girls you'd bang? But she is looking specifically for one reference to one thing in her profile. First of all, take notes, because apparently that's what these bitches are thinking about, right? That's how they want you to interact with them. Second of all, why the fuck would you want to go out with these girls? They're nuts. They're fucking nuts. They want you to pay $1 to try and guess at the one super fucking vague thing that they wanted you to, you know, like, talk about within their profile. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. That's insane. That's absolutely fucking nuts. And then the best part is that she got 2 guys. 2. I asked her, has anybody ever, like, actually, you know, made a joke about the TV show that you watch? It's so stupid. It's such a stupid thing to care about. But these girls, they don't have lives, right? They don't have hobbies. They're so afraid to distinguish themselves, because then they'll lose all of their female friends, right? Because all their female friends will betray them and, like, push them out. And it's a whole thing that I want to talk about at some point. But, like, they don't have lives. They don't have hobbies. So the TV show that they watch, that's the big thing. That's the connection that I'm waiting for, is the fucking TV show that I watch. Oh my God. Oh my God. No wonder these girls are all alone. No wonder when they finally do find a guy who they think is, like, cute enough to hook up with, that he's actually hooking up with, like, 6 other girls at the same time. Because wouldn't you, if that was, like, the hot girl in your town and you went to go sleep with her and that's how fucking basic she was, wouldn't you also be shopping around? And if you knew, if you had the magic sauce to get in girls' pants, wouldn't you be doing that to, like, fucking everybody? Fuck yeah, you would. I'm a little old to be talking like this still, but, you know, I'm just trying to relate to, you know, the younger guys who are about to embark on a 10-year journey of trying to get laid outside of their own high school. Man, y'all are fucked. These girls are nuts. It was not like this back in 2015 when I was in fucking high school. I know, I'm old, whatever. But, like, it wasn't like this, dude. It was, these girls are nuts. So she found 2 guys that referenced her TV show, right? And then she pulled up one of them, because one of them was still in her, like, list of whatevers. And so she looks at his profile, right? And she's like, not interested. I'm just not feeling interested in his profile. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Just talk to him. Just fucking send him a message, dude. You're not that fucking great, because I know her in real life, and she's not that great. She looks hot, but she's got a lot of baggage, as maybe you've intuited. But point is, she was going down the list of her, like, literally 500 matches, and she was, like, checking them to see, like, oh, what is this guy's profile? And but she was going so fast too, so fast. I had no fucking clue what she was looking for. I tried to get her to tell me. I think at the end of the day, she wasn't really looking for anything. I think these girls are so fucking passive and so fucking incapable of making a move, of, like, making anything happen, because they're just waiting for someone to come to them, right? And they're waiting for their fucking, like, Prince Charming to clomp by on their horse and, like, pluck them out of the, you know, the flower fields, right? But the thing is, they also want their Prince Charming, because every girl wants to connect with people, right? That's, like, the one fucking thing about their lives. They just want to have a community, and they just want to connect with each other, and it doesn't matter if they're living on dirt floors in the middle of, you know, some third world continent. As long as they're connected with the people around them, they're happy, right? So they want Prince Charming to come along, and they need him to be good enough at, like, this laundry list of bullshit so that their girlfriends will accept him as being her boyfriend, if that sentence makes any sense. But they also want this Prince Charming to actually genuinely connect with the girl, but the girl hasn't done anything with her life. The most significant thing that she's willing to tell somebody about on a dating profile is that she watches a TV show. And when she wants somebody to come up to her and be like, oh, I watched that TV show too. Look, here's a joke from that TV show, so you know. This bitch was 25 years old, my friend. So, not a bitch. But this bitch was 25 years old. She's in college to be like a fucking engineer or some shit. Like, she's not dumb, but she's dumb. Anyway, I just think guys ought to know that this is how girls are using their app. Like, all of these apps. They don't even know that the swiping part of the app exists, man. They don't even know that that's like how the app is supposed to be used. They just turn on their, they make their shitty little profile that looks like every other girl's, like, exact. It's like they Google, how do I make a profile without offending anybody, including my girlfriends, because I don't want to, like, be too much, because then my girlfriends will get mad at me and then I won't have girlfriends anymore. I promise you that's what's going on. And then they make their little profile. I gotta go. They make their little profile, and then boom, 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 like 500 matches. I shit you not, like 500 people like their profile. Okay? And then like 50 of them pay even more money to send this girl a message. Unbelievable. And even with those messages, guys, even with those messages, she didn't even read, like, I don't know, like at least half of them. She just went, foop. And then she finally found somebody that was doing the random, most stupid fucking thing that she needed to have happen in order for her to feel a connection. Because, like, okay, see, here's the problem. All these girls are looking for connection, right? The problem with connection is that you need to connect over something. It's like telling a kid who's like 19, like, hey, what do you want to do with your life? They don't fucking know, because they don't have a life, so they don't know what to do with it. They have no context for their decision. They don't know what industry they want to get into. They probably haven't even had a real job yet. They have no fucking clue. You tell them to go to college, they don't know what they're going to learn in college. They don't know what it's going to look like on the other side of them graduating. They don't know what it's going to look like 10 years down the road. They cannot possibly make a fucking choice like that. What do you want to do with your life? What major do you want to be? What career do you want to... They don't fucking know. It's one of those stupid questions that we ask people, okay? The same exact thing is happening with girls and connection. Girls want to connect over something, right? That's all they fucking want. But in order to connect over something, you need to have done something. But all these girls have never fucking done anything. They don't get it. They don't have lives. And I know that's like the most brutal thing to say, but like my friend, I know my friend. I know what she does. I know how she spends her time. She doesn't. She spends her time going to brunch. She spends her time trying to hang out with friends. She spends her time at a yoga class, desperately trying to connect with the people around her. It's not about yoga, right? The one fucking interesting thing that she has to do is she's like a firefighter. That's really cool. Talk about that. Connect with people over that. But she doesn't really care about that. That's just kind of like her job, you know? That's just how she pays the rent and staves off capitalism. And I understand. I totally get it. But there's nothing else that she's passionate about, because girls aren't allowed to be passionate about fucking anything. Because the second that they're passionate about something, the girl sitting next to them will stab them in the back and drag them back down into the bucket. It's like crabs in a bucket, man. They just grab each other and pull each other back down. So these girls are trying to connect, but they have nothing to connect over. And then they bitch and complain when real human beings, the guys that they're trying to date, who have lives, who have goals and dreams, right? These guys are going out there and they meet you and you like them and you're attracted to them and you want to, you want them to commit to you, girls, right? And then they just say whatever needs to be said in the moment to get you through the process of sleeping with you, and then all of a sudden they stop investing in you. Right? The brutal truth is that, like, if you were an interesting person, they would still be around. The only reason that anybody is talking to you in the first place is either A, they're another lonely ass girl like you who's desperately looking for a friend, or B, they are a guy who likes your ass. That's it. That's the only fucking reason anybody's talking to you. Because you don't have a personality. You don't have a life. You don't have things that you do. How can I connect with you over nothing? Can't do it. Can't do it. This girl got 500, I shit you not. I saw the 5 and then there was like a 3 and a 2 or some shit. 500 matches. Didn't even look at them. Wasn't even trying to scroll. She got 50 people paying money to send her a message. And the only thing that she was kind of sort of looking for was a reference to the TV show that was at the very bottom of her fucking profile. It's hopeless, man. Dating is hopeless. Because these girls, they're not there. Can you fucking imagine saying to yourself, oh yeah, dating apps just aren't working for me. There's only 500 people interested in me. Oh my God. That would keep me busy for literally a year. Can you imagine? That's okay. If you met up with 2 of those people every single day, that would keep you busy for a year. Now let's say you got rid of 80% of them just because you could tell that you weren't going to like them, right? And then you got the other 20% that you just like, okay, I could see maybe something happening here. So meet up with them. That's still like, what is that, like 1 every other day? You never have to pay for food again. I don't get it, dude. It's insane. Oh, dating's not going well for me. You're not dating. You're not ready for it. 50 guys fucking got off their asses and paid money to send you a message, and you're not even looking at it. You're just scrolling right by. You're not ready for dating. These girls are not ready for dating. They don't even know what it means. They don't know how to connect with somebody because they don't have lives. Just like if you were 19 and choosing your major, but the recruiters are sitting there and saying like, hey man, you should choose our major. And the 19-year-old's just like, I don't know, like, should I choose your major? A mechanical department has a really cool major and like a lot of cool, like on the automobile track, that's cool. And then they walk over to that table, and then the mechanical department's like, and then you should choose our major. And then he's like, no, the physics major's kind of like pretty good. I hear it's really good here. Geology too. They can't make that fucking decision because they're 19. These girls can't, they're not ready to date, man. They don't even know what the fuck it means. You know what that girl, all right, last piece. Do you know what we talked about the rest of the night? Me and that 25-year-old, 8 out of 10 girl with the dating problems, the one that we've been talking about this whole time. Do you know what we fucking talked about for like 2 hours after that? She doesn't have friends. She wants friends. She desperately wants friends. She's constantly trying to, passively, but she's constantly trying to surround herself with people. She doesn't want to go home, right? Because she was, like in a roommate type situation. Fuck, I gotta go. With like a bunch of other girls, and it was just a whole bunch of drama, and it was stressful, and she didn't want to be a part of that, because that's what female on female relationships are, especially at that age, especially now in 2024. It's not like the 70s anymore. These people are not sane. They're fucking nuts. They need friendships before boyfriends. I can't. I gotta go. Bye.